Are your things on? Comments?
Yes, they've usually just been working now. I don't know. Oh, we got one. Might be Zach. Never know. All right, let's carry on our wayward son.
Water.
Yeah, I'm getting it. Where did it? How did the wire get all the way? Do you see this? How did that happen?
I don't know.
Is that safe?
I would get it over here.
All right, hold on, guys. Oh, you guys are here now. It's like the nighttime crew. Sorry, I managed to wrap my power cord around my steering wheel. I don't know how that was possible. Okay. So I've got a new setup here where, okay, I know I need to put my seatbelt on. God. Hey, Sean, hey, Daniel, Bobby, Zach. I knew I got on a little bit too earlier. All right, so. No problem, man. People get busy. I was out of town for 14 out of 15 days. Tallulah, Two Socks. Hey, Tallulah, are you from Tallulah Falls, Georgia? Because I don't know a lot of Tallulahs. Oh, Key West, okay. Because Tallulah Falls is one of those places where the men are men and the sheep are scared. You lost subscribers. You don't want. That's not a good thing, Zach. All right, we'll take 41 since we got people. In the Gorge. It's a beautiful place. I've actually never been to it. I've been near it, but I've been up near Anderson, stuff like that, South Carolina. But I guess it's not that close to it. No, let this guy go past us here. Come on, Chief. All right, here we go. Oh, cool. Nice name. It is a. I'm not saying. I just joking around about the town. I mean, I think anyone that lives there, that'll be on the vlog, will probably find it slightly funny. But all right, 7-Eleven we are. Ashley needs a drink. Oh, you have your hand out. Are you? You okay? I guess if you're gonna get a soda, get me a soda, a Diet. Never mind. I'll be all right.
You don't want anything?
No. That's too. They want too much money for stuff here. Anyway, and PRA. So I have a. You can see I'm not in the. I'm in Ashley's Hyundai, which is kind of like a. It's a. Not the. It's not a. It's not a no name. It's not a exactly a luxury vehicle, but it gets good gas mileage. Yeah, you need to make a video. Your banana has a Buddha belly. It might not be a good idea, a good thing to have. I don't know. Do we have any soda in here? Oh, it's all warm. Warm, flat Diet Coke. I can't think of much worse. And I have a new. I didn't go live for a while because I can't really show it, but the elbow on my clamp thing broke, like snapped off. It was like not fixable. So I had to get this magnetic thing. So now my phone is just sitting on a magnet without the case on, so if it drops, it's definitely cracking. I haven't tried it, although we've had it at the house. Orange and vanilla together kind of makes me nervous, but I guess I should just try it and get it over with. Should have asked her to get me one that you mentioned. Okay, I figured it was gonna taste like ass because there's an orange vanilla seltzer that I tried and it tasted like ass. Okay, I'll get Ashley to. I'll text her right now. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I just went to see my mother. Oh, you like vanilla Coke and you hated that, so yeah, it's gotta be. I like. What was that? Must have been Ashley's phone vibrating up against the. Anyway, I like all the Cokes I like the weird Cokes, like the ginger lime, the blood orange. I haven't tried the acai blueberry or the strawberry one because that sounds kind of nasty. If anyone, everyone says, "Oh, acai tastes great," but acai tastes is actually like by itself is absolutely terrible. It tastes like it'll make you vomit. Yeah, I remember that, Zach. That was kind of funny. Okay. Sounds good. Brevard County in the house. And Volusia. Okay. I need to get into that. Ham radio, I think I would find interesting. I saw this video, pictures of you up, 3,500 feet or whatever it is. That's crazy. That would pass out. I can't handle heights like I used to. I never really could. My dad is the same way. Like, how much would you say it costs to get like some ham radio equipment enough to like kind of like hang with you guys? Like, we're talking like 300 to 500, like over 1,000, 4K? Shit. I don't know. That's in my wheelhouse at the moment. I hope they didn't think you 1K in the cheap. Yeah, maybe I can get lucky and maybe find someone that was into it and then decided to kind of get out. I know it's powerful stuff. Tallulah. So you're in Key West. You must be enjoying that. Do you go to any do you like survey any plant palms there in the Keys? Oh, I will be. I got dual airbag. I think we have curtain airbags in this car. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This is a 2007, and in 07 what's it called? Whatever safety agency, not the EPA, the DOT. That's it. Required it. Okay, yeah. If you have any questions, Tallulah, feel free to shoot them towards me. And oh no, they didn't do this to me. No. They got rid of I gotta make a U-turn now. Why would they do this to me? Why me? Of all people. I'm not trying to. Honestly, if I was in the Ridgeline, that would have been jumped. I'm not even gonna lie. And Ashley can. Oh, here we go, right here. This is where you get out. I was wondering what happened there. I know this place. This is my hood. Spoiler alert. Oh, you had a Jubileopsis, Dan. That's actually a really good palm for your area now that I think about it. I did not even think about that because it's a little bit on the more uncommon side. Sorry to hear it died. I wish I could offer you seed, but I don't have it. Now, No Name, are you in Metro Atlanta or are you in another part of North Georgia? So Tallulah, right now I'm in Sarasota County, but I actually am driving to Lee County where I live. I'm visiting my mom here in Venice. So it's about an hour and 15 minutes. It's a little bit longer sometimes because I don't really drive that fast. But you were saying, and how to Eureka, what do you mean by that? Black bamboo, do you mean Bambusa Timor? I'm sorry, Bambusa Laco, Black Timor bamboo? Covington. I've heard of it, but geographically I can't picture it. But really, to remove 200 palms, are you gonna? Okay, yeah, I had bamboo sulaco. It's nice. It just needs some shade. You may have a little bit. Tends to be a little bit. Well, you don't have to worry about that. It's cold sensitive, but it also doesn't like a lot of salt, from what I know. But I haven't grown bamboo in a while. Southeast of Gwinnett. Okay, that's not okay. That's kind of like getting a general idea. Okay, so. I mean, they're both great plants. If you're talking about Areca's like Dipsis lutescens, or you mean Areca the genus? Sorry, babe. You want me to roll down my window? Okay. Sorry, I dropped the bomb. Oh. Nope, stop it. This car has a few quirks to it. Yeah, sorry, Bobby. I feel like kind of guilty. I told you to plant those out. They really aren't even, they probably the northernmost area that they're going to be hardy to is something like Gainesville. But, you never know. You might get them, if you said that they were kind of over potted and stuff. You just never know until you try. That's the thing, is people can tell you, like, if you go into a lot of older palm books that show you like what palms will grow in what zone, a lot of it's all wrong. It all says a lot of these palms are zone 10 or zone or 10B or 10A, and it says like all the Copernicias are zone 10 palms, and they're just not. They're zone 9s. There's only a few zone 10 Copernicias. So I wish I would only take a $3 loss in palms. I'm sure you've taken a lot more than that, but 9A for you. Shawnee, you're where now? I forget. You told me. 11 plus, yeah. That Key West zone. Charleston. That's what I say, South Carolina. More often people are on the stream, the more that I can remember where they live. So I know I was in Charleston during the Great Storm of '93. I was like 11 years old, and I remember my mom and dad were like, we need to get out of here because the battery was flooding. And I saw all the water coming up over on the Sables, and we drove away, and my dad was like running out of gas, and there were no gas stations open. I don't know if you guys remember that storm, if you was old enough. I know anyone that was older than me is old enough, and Bobby, I know you're a few years older than I am. That was a crazy. Oh, that's cool. We don't discriminate on age here, as long as everyone behaves themselves. There you go. You guys can be best bud now. It's not often you find two guys your age that are both in the palms like that. Only on this live stream can that happen. I wish I was 17 too. When I was 17, let's see. Well, I'm 37 now, so I'm closer to you than I am to 17, that's for sure. Let's see, 17, so that would have been 98 to 99. I just moved back to New York from Virginia. That guy in Current, I was. Turn the lights on. Yeah. Dan, are you the same age as me? You also 37? We try to have a friendly chat about plants and other things. And I would subscribe. Zach is definitely a great vlogger in the making, as is Dan. What are you looking forward to the most, Zach? This guy is killing me here. We're doing like 40. There's like no places to pass on this road either. Well, I could always just do it classified. I don't think anyone's gonna hold it against you. I'm sure whatever you count on doing, we've done. Thank God. Going to the little gated community to live in their little hermetically sealed house. Yeah, I'm curious. Yeah, it's 21 here in the U.S. It's been that way for about 40 years now, unfortunately. Oh wow, back-to-back cruises. Oh yeah, I'm sure it's brutal down there in the Key. I know that yeah, the poker on a cruise boat is hilarious because if most people like don't really know it, they're like, oh, this is a cruise. I'm here. They're all there to have fun. So if you know really anything about poker, you like can crush it. Playing at those automated tables, or if you go on a nice enough cruise, they do have dealers. I remember doing that in 2004. I may not be able to, Zach, because it's hard for me to scroll while I'm driving. I might have to. Oh, joining the Air Force. Okay, that was worth scrolling back for. Yeah, so. Yeah, Texas Hold'em was a lot of fun. I started playing Limit Texas Hold'em and Stud when I was 16, so it would have been 1998. Yeah. No, I mean, I would prefer live poker too. I was an online player. I played because when you want to play, I played Omaha, which is a 4-card variant of Texas Hold'em, and it was not you couldn't find it in casinos around here until like 7 years ago, 8 years ago. Zach. So it's become a much more popular game recently, and when people who have played just Hold'em come and play other variants of poker, and you can see someone who's clearly experienced, but they haven't adjusted, lose a lot of money. It's a hard sight sometimes. Omaha is not a forgiving game. When Ashley first met me, I was still a poker player and I was a poker dealer. Not in a licensed casino, but as she can tell you some stories that I may not even want to tell. But what's my zip code? My zip code is 33990. Oh, Blue Angels. Yeah, I wouldn't miss that. There's actually an underground game in Key West that I know about. The person I used to play with in an underground game in Sarasota has a daughter who deals or runs an underground game in the Keys. 3% no matter what. Okay, so $20. That's more like an online rake. I'm in Northport right now, Northport, Florida. Person next to me thought they wanted to go, then they stopped and they realized that they had to go. Now, there's probably like 15,000, 20,000 people in my zip code. I'm not really worried about that. Tallulah is what's still viable. Playing poker as a professional, you mean? Online, or? I got spring break tomorrow. It's spring and I'm going to take a break. Oh, my underground connections. You know, I don't know. The last time I knew it was running was 2016. I wish I could say that I, you know, God, I just knew the guy is like, yeah. He had a very tall, attractive daughter that's probably about 40 years old now. Maybe a little bit younger, maybe 35. The person that hosts the poker game in Key West. I'm trying to, I don't, God, the guy had like a nickname and I can't even remember it now. The problem is I don't know like his last name or anything. Yeah, yeah. All the games I play I rarely played tournaments. I found them fun, but I didn't find them like profitable unless you play like in a higher level because the rake is so bad. Ooh, Maryland and New York, nice. It's kind of cold in here. Yeah, foxtails are very hard to kill. I sprayed Roundup on them as seedlings when they were kind of coming up everywhere, and it like didn't even bother them. This is a long time ago. I don't really use Roundup anymore, unless it's like absolutely necessary. Look at that, a car with no lights on. We must be in Florida. Oh, yeah, Full Tilt was a little bit... Full Tilt had a lot more pros on it. Poker Stars is more recreational from my experience. RU? What do you mean by RU? Oh, Roundup. You can use a solution that's natural. It's like salt and vinegar and water, and I think some kind of soap. I haven't used it in a while. We tend to just pull weeds instead of spraying them because I don't have that many weeds to. I've either just let them grow and mow them. What's up, Chris? We're back. Oh yeah, Ken. You know, I never met that guy in St. Pete. He seems hilarious, so I started watching his YouTube videos. I'm like, is this guy like just like smoking the good stuff, or is he okay? And I realized that he just has a positive outlook on life, I'm sure, and maybe he's smoking the good stuff too. We're heading back to our house in Lee County, in Cape Coral. My mom and sister live in Venice, so it's about 50 miles. I should be taking the interstate, but there's more stuff to see when you take 41. Tallulah says, Ashley, hey girl.
Hey.
Everyone's so friendly tonight. Yeah, Daniel, it's funny. It's funny you mention that they're hardy, Dan, because you don't. If it gets below, say 10 Celsius, they start to look kind of ratty, but you don't have to experience that, thankfully. So, but they are hardy to pretty much everything else except for cold. They can take the wind, they can take full sun, they can even take a decent amount of drought. Considering where they grow, it's actually pretty interesting how that they can handle your climate. Which means that probably every other Pichardia is good for your climate too, because Pacifica is the most tropical of them all for the most part. All the Hawaiian ones should be good. And other 90% of Pichardias grow in Hawaii. The other 10% are throughout Polynesia. There's the non-Hawaiian Pichardias are like Pacifica, Thurstonii, Volsteckiana. What else doesn't grow in? There's one that I used to have, and it was so rare, and then I killed it. It has a name starts with an M. It was so rare too. God, killing plants, I don't even remember their names. I sound like a brutal assassin. I kill the plants. I don't even care about the names. Oh yeah, you want some soda, don't you?
I just needed water. I wanted soda. But
Oh yeah, we already went and got you. See, I'm the one that needs something.
I
Sure.
just needed water.
I think there was a bottle of water in the car. One pro tip when you're traveling around Florida is always keep water with you because... Cool, no name. Alright. Let me get back to the stream here. So, do I know anyone growing Basilinea in Southwest Florida? Yes, I know a couple people that are trying it. You know, it's not going to be a plant that's going to like any sun. It's kind of like a Camadria. It likes understory stuff. And really, most of the species grow at high elevation, and they don't like our high humidity, high heat summers. So like, you can try Basilinea gracilis or / Eriostachys, but if you try and grow the real funky stuff like Tomentosa, Velutina, I think you're going to find yourself disappointed. They're going to look like okay at best, and Poncheri will do okay. Success rate for Christmas palms from seed. If you have fresh seed, you should probably get nearly 100%. If they're a little bit older, like, you know, you got them from, say, eBay or something, and they might be like a month old, you're looking at like 75 to 80%. That's still going to be pretty high. If you don't get that, then the seed is pretty old. Yeah, I'm sure there's heaps. Heaps is one of those words that it's funny because in poker it's used to describe having a ton of chips in front of you, like in a tournament. But I've noticed that a lot of people from Australia and New Zealand use it as well. It's used here, but you guys use it like a lot. I think there's a good market for that if you like cut open a banana, Zach, and there's Tennessee whiskey inside. Yeah. Bunch, yeah, for sure. We'd use lots. Dan, I was mentioning this on the way up here, but there's a vlogger I watch. His name is Indigo Traveler. He's from New Zealand. He travels all around to weird countries, or countries that are not often traveled to, like Iran, North Korea, Azerbaijan, and he uses heaps a lot. That's why when you said it as well, I knew it was more like an Australia, New Zealand thing. I should have gotten some water, because what kind of water is it?
It's regular water.
I should be okay if I start. Oh, you got this regular water. This is just regular water. Just regular water, everyone. Just comes in this weird bottle that looks like something like sexual innuendo. Just regular water. Would you like ask them what the most expensive bottle of water was they had?
It was on sale.
For how much?
$2.49.
$2.49 for that bottle of water. The porn fiend. Yeah, I'll take some of that $2.49 a bottle of water. It's like a $5 milkshake in Pulp Fiction. Yeah, she's smiling at the dirty stuff. I think I'm dirty. Just have a 1 hour conversation with Ashley. I mean, the water's pretty good. Is it alkaline or something? Like, what makes it $2.49 a bottle?
I don't know.
You don't know. You just bought it because it was expensive.
Because I like the bottle.
Yeah, you like the bottle. That's why they sucker you in. Give me some more. I'm gonna get my money's worth out of this $2.49 a bottle of water. Tastes like the 10 cents a bottle of water we drink at the house. I need to stop using plastic bottles for water, though. It's bad.
You're bad.
Okay. I know it's right, Tallulah. The problem is the water in the Cape. It has it's safe to drink.
It's chlorinated.
But it has that chlorine taste to it, and I'm just not a fan of it. I prefer just purified or
Spring.
my favorite water is actually the volcanic stuff. They come from Hawaii. It's really alkaline. Oh, you do? Okay. I imagine they have good water. I know that Miami has great water. Oh. I usually drink seltzer water, so. Come on, give us the green.
I'm not going to because there's people turning.
Yeah, hopefully there's no lead in your water, Zach. The problem is between talking and vaping, it kind of it kind of makes your mouth dry. That's pretty, yeah. I could imagine that, yeah. All the South Florida water comes from the Biscayne Aquifer, which is like a beautiful thing. It's just that they're afraid it's going to run dry. If Miami runs out of water, that's going to be a bad situation. I'm trying to think of the best water I've ever had. Generally speaking, if I'm willing to spend money on water, I'm going to buy like Fiji or the
I almost bought that.
I gotta stop giving you my card. The problem is, yeah, the aquifer, you know, you never know when it's gonna just give out, so. Like, I used to live in Pinecrest, if you're familiar with that area, Tallulah, and, you know, I would just drink water out of the tap, and I know people in Kendall would just drink water out of the tap because it tastes good. It's pretty much just purified aquifer water. It's like getting spring water out of a tap, essentially. They have to do something to it to make sure that this person, look at this, just crossing over 35 lanes of traffic to, what, get in the slow lane? What was the point of that? Oh, here we go. No, you made your bed. Now you sleep in it. You're going to have to cross over 35 lanes again. Yeah, I actually had some Pichardia Lanigera seed I got from California once, but it just didn't do well here, so I just kind of gave up on it. I hate to say it, but you'll probably have better. It just the humidity it just doesn't like, I think. The best growing Hawaiian ones for Florida are like Pichardia Phoenix, Becariana, Remota. Hildebrantii is probably the most popular one from Hawaii. Hildebrantii, not Hildebrantii. There's no T in there. I thought about doing a video on how to do the Latin pronunciations of like a lot of the common palms. R.I.P. my fishing spots. Um, well, it isn't really a commute. It's more just a visit to my mother. That blue form, Daniel, is a very. I wouldn't expect any. It might be the volcanic soil that caused it to go blue like that. So I wouldn't say for sure that it's going to be blue. I've actually never seen one in cultivation that is blue. So. I mean, you can always get. I've seen I've seen two blue species of Brichardia. Brichardia hildebrandii blue, and then Brichardia species Blue Moon, which came from Jeff Marcus. I've never seen either one turn blue in the continental U.S. Wow. I would not want to live near a dam like that because there's like nothing you can do when that dam breaks. There's not enough time to leave. I mean, yeah, I know it didn't break, but if it does break, or were to break, or living downstream of a dam, just sounds like a generally sketchy thing to do. This car just can't handle being on lane and more than it just all over the place. I don't know if it doesn't. I mean, welcome to Port Charlotte. You're not going to get very far crossing lanes in traffic. It's white Sebring here to my right. Jesus. Now I'm boxed in. Everybody's going around me because I'm killing me smalls. And now we're all going to come to a stop. This guy braked for no reason. I'm just going to go back and get behind him. This is killing me. No one wants to do 40 miles an hour. I'm always curious when I was thinking, Brahias would do well there. If Brichardias will do well, I can probably help you out with that, Dan. All right, good night, Tulula. I guess that's what NN means. Night night. Oh. Brahias are actually pretty slow, but if you want to give it a go, what else should I? Have you seen any lipstick palms, Cerastachys, Dan? Like any of the red, trunked? I don't know how well they would do in your low humidity area, but if you kept them wet, they should be okay. Like just get them in a pond. They probably would be fine. They have very waxy leaves, so they don't really transpire much. Now we're getting somewhere. Wow, that car is mangled. See that? There's that bent Bismarckia from earlier. Oh yeah. Okay, so you have Cerastachys. They do all right there. So it sounds like you can get away with a lot of tropical stuff as long as you keep some water on it. Yeah, let me see what I can do about the Brahias. Latanias, I think you probably have too. Probably wouldn't need for me. There's another species I can. Let me just see what I have. Problem is, I'm kind of like light on species right now. I had some guys clean me out. If anyone is interested, though, I will have. Okay, they don't see. I will have. Okay, I'll have some tricky I'll have tricky Fortunii cross of Wagnerian. Jesus, what a. Oh man, I have some more. Oh, I thought you were talking to me. I decided I didn't want to turn left and just straight here.
Are you taking your medicine? Love you.
That was an interesting conversation.
Just taking her medicine. She's not happy about it.
See, the lights aren't synced here, so it's just kind of counterproductive. Getting tailgated nonstop, doing 10 over in the fast lane. There's no fast lane here, who am I kidding? A Georgia plate? No, it's not. Yeah, it's more of like a different type of zone pushing, like, you know, into a trying to see how humid how a tropical plant you can grow. I wouldn't try growing like a lot of the real like the real tender leaf tropical plants like Metroxylon and stuff like that, though, because they are like 2 days of bad winds and they'll just like turn completely brown. You're back. Yeah, there isn't a climate quite like. I mean, there's a couple climates like it in the northern hemisphere, like I guess like parts of like coastal northeastern Africa, like Oman and areas like that have a climate like yours. Trying to think what else has that kind of hot, like maybe like Dar es Salaam in Tanzania, although they get a little more rain. Maybe like Dakar in Senegal probably has a climate like that. Oh, you know what kind of climate is similar? Northern Venezuela. There's a little desert area in the northern tip there, near Lake Maracaibo. Unfortunately, we probably won't get a lot of people from Venezuela on here, thanks to the lack of basic infrastructure in Venezuela at the moment.
Want some money?
No, I'm good. Thanks. My doctor used to be right here at Edgewater. Oh, it's not liking it. From Albany. Oh yeah, Dan, where? Could you message me on Facebook about that, Dan? That'd be great. I would be very interested in that. I would love some. Always looking for that seed. I feel like I haven't returned your favors. I would like to. Well, I know I haven't returned your favors. Someone's playing Jimi Hendrix. I think it's this motorcycle. We'll see. On the side of the car. Hopefully someone has the balls to charge $2.49 for a bottle of water. What is that, 16,
That was
20?
with tax.
Oh, with tax, like it really mattered. Like that's with tax. Water's not tax. What the? You sure? Yeah, it's $2.49, no tax.
Oh.
With tax. What are you talking about? You home? Oh, cheap seed from Venezuela. Yeah. I don't know what the current exchange rate. I think $1 is like 50 billion pesos there now, or reals. I forget what they use. Whatever it is, I wouldn't exchange it. I wouldn't. A dollar can buy you like a meal for a week. Meals for a week. Yeah, I saw the Wawa. Yeah, is that what you're talking about, Zach? I saw it. It was very nice. I did. I loathed. I laughed out loud. Like a chipmunk eating those nuts all fucking evening. Just stuffing your mouth with those nuts.
Like nuts, what can I say?
You like nuts, what can you say? I don't know, what can you say? Yeah, I don't know if there's a way you can do video. I know you can do it on Facebook Live. I don't know if you can do it on YouTube Live. Yeah, I know everyone can see my phone number. My business profile is all very public, so I'm not, it is what it is. I haven't got any prank phone calls yet. In fact, usually I don't even answer phone calls of numbers I don't recognize, so. But if someone tells me they're going to call me and they give me their number, then I'll answer it. Heading for Wawa. There you go. Do it. Just go to the closest gas station. You could do like a clickbait title. You might get some more people on some more subscribers. So you said you wanted pollo for dinner, right?
No.
No, why not?
I couldn't eat pollo.
Why do you hate pollo?
Because it's dry.
Dry? What's dry?
Like chicken.
Is it like bullets? Do your best, Gordon Ramsay. Do it.
No.
Say it. It's like bullets.
No.
It's like bullets. I can't do it well, so you got to do it.
It's like bullets.
It's like bullets. CNR. Yeah, sure, I can do that. I actually did a vlog sitting outside at my mom's place, and someone started talking to me while I was doing it, so I might just upload that. Because she asked all the questions someone would normally ask about the plant. It's not a palm. Yeah, I can as long as I can remember, because with me driving, I'm focusing on the road. But remember, no name, Zach. No name. Do you have a name? I know you say you have no name, but everyone has a name. Or you just want me to say no name? Not the best idea. Because say I don't love you no more?
Yeah.
Where'd you learn to speak English?
Off the streets.
Off the streets of what? The mean streets of Cape Coral?
Yeah.
Yeah. Off the mean streets of Skyline? This guy is riding a Can-Am, which is the white thing in the front. I wonder if these guys are riding together or they just happen to be riding the same. It seems like a bad idea. Is his headlight flashing right on his front fender? He's got lights on his. Where's his car? I'm getting tailgated doing. I don't like this.
Don't worry about other people.
Well, I am because I got rear-ended before. I drunk driver. I'm a little worried about it. But
She wasn't a drunk driver.
oh, you are in the market. A vlog on those Latan. You mean all the Latanias? Call it what you want. Choosing not sober. How to pronounce Latania? You mean like the 3 species of Latanias? Is that what you guys want? Yeah, so the genus is Latania, right? And the red Latania is called Latania lonteroides. And the blue Latania is called Latania verschaffeltii. When there's 2 I's at the end of a Latin name, the first I will be pronounced as a short I, like E, and the second will be I. So you have to actually basically add an extra syllable for that long I. So it's verschaffeltii. The third one is I'm sorry, that's the yellow Latan. The blue Latan, the yellow Latan is Latania verschaffeltii. The blue Latania is Latania lodogesii. We have some joking names for that species name because there's a Zamia called Zamia lodogesii. There's also there's a couple Caribbean plants named after it. It'd actually be Fortunei. So you have a long E and a long I. Yeah, they have funky looking seeds. They're very notable. They're long, almost looks like a sharp little curved seed. You don't see that very often in palms. Most palm seeds are just spherical or close to it, or ovoid. That looks like a new building. It's not. Here we go, taking off. We got 18 Mueller passing me. Okay.
Where are we?
We are in South Mentagorda Heights, which is not a real town,
The passport store.
but yeah, that's because I'm going down to Del Prado and Pine Island. Do you want Wawa?
No.
What do you want then? You want Taco Hell?
No.
What do you want to eat?
Your face.
Yo, mana. Yeah, it looks like you spelled it right, actually. So that's going to be pronounced Rapidophyllum hystrix. We just call them needles even down here because obviously, you know, you tell someone that they should get a Rapidophyllum hystrix and they'll look at you funny. Like really common palms in our areas, I tend to just call them by, like I'll call, you know, Queen, Royal, Washingtonians, just known as Washingtonians, so we call them that. Bottles, spindles, we don't call them Hyophorbe legiticalis or Hyophorbe verschaffeltii. Coconuts, obviously, everyone calls coconuts coconuts. What else do we not use? Vechias or Vechias, or sometimes they're called Montgomerys, but I usually use the scientific name unless they're so common that, like, every time I want to say queen palm, I'm not going to say Sciagris romans-zoffiana. Are you going to say that, babe?
Sorry, what?
Say it.
I wasn't paying attention to you.
Sciagris romans-zoffiana.
No.
Why not? You want to go to the adult video store?
No.
You realize that is not the same kind of store that, like, Jack and Jill is, right?
Yeah, you kind of told me about it.
Yeah, it's just a whack shack.
That's so disgusting.
I looked it up on Google, and the Google reviews, someone asked, can I bring my wife there? And I said, yes, but you can't be in the same booth. It's a peep show place. Who would bring their wife to a whack shack? Who would do that? Bada bing. Hey, it's Benny Bada Bing here. I got the calzones and the strumpo with the ricotta in it. Wait, you don't like ricotta cheese?
I'm just thinking about that place. It gives me the chill.
It's a little skeevy. Like maybe it should just be set on fire or drowned in bleach. You think that's bad? Spray some luminol and put some UV light on the next hotel bed you sleep on.
No, come on, stop it.
I guess it is 10 o'clock already.
We should just stop and go in there just for fun.
No, I'm not going in there because then I gotta take a chemical shower. I don't need to take that. It is a cool palm. Lodoicea maldivica is how you pronounce that, if in case you were wondering. We call them double coconuts. Sometimes we'll call them Lodoiceas. Or Lodoicea. Okay, let me see. Sorry, Dan and Zach, your icons look kind of. I pronounced just the genus, we would say. Fortunii. Yeah, Fortunii. That'd be right. You guys can try and look up weird names for me to pronounce, but I'll pronounce them all for you. Okay. 10 on one post. Cool. Oh no. I don't see. Oh, it says please read my last post. You're confusing me now. You're probably better off writing it again because, like I said, I can't scroll very well. No, it doesn't show any clickbait, unfortunately. Okay. The problem is I'll have to write it down or somehow do some editing to like show it in the profile. I'll try and get a. Once you start getting kind of like the gist of it. I would just call it the banana with Buddha belly. I was watching a poker stream today, and this guy, his name, okay, his first name was because it's on Twitch. I don't know if you guys, how much you guys go on Twitch, but on Twitch you can make any name pretty much. So this guy's name, his first name was Mike, right? And his last name was Litoris. So if you put it together, so the guy was the commentator was talking about the poker hand, and he's like, he says Mike Litoris says what a beautiful hand that was, well played. And then he realized that he had said it like he said exactly what the guy wanted him to say. And he's like, God damn, these Twitch guys have nothing better to do than to make stupid names. What's that? What? No name. I'm single-breasted banana. I don't know. Oh, my throat is raspy now from talking. Yeah, give me some of that. Oh, you're not even halfway finished with this shit.
Butter on steak.
Sorry, bad news. What's wrong? I need to know what you want to eat.
Not pollo.
I know you don't want pollo, but what do you want? I didn't ask you what you didn't want to eat. I'm asking what you do want to eat. You want a Cuban from Wawa? I don't know if it's going to be available. Okay, let me see if I can do that. Yeah, I could do that. I know the guy who owns Pompedia. There's enough of my pictures on there that I've given away for free that he wouldn't mind. In fact, it's probably advertisement for him. So, oh yeah. You know, I almost got seed of that. That's gonna be Copalthrinax aphaenopetala. Hey Chris, what's up? Hey James, you guys are coming. We still got a good 20 minutes at least. We gotta go to the pollo line. Did you throw up in your mouth a little bit? Is that what happened?
Yeah.
Oh, you did? Sorry. You got that acid reflux again? What do people sound like when we were at pollo? What do they sound like, babe? Like turkeys? Like they gobble? Why is everybody rolling up on me so fast?
Hello? To the top line.
Ashley's on the phone with her daughter.
Emma, be nice.
did I tell you guys about the bottle palm? The scientific name, you mean? Oh, Jesus.
On our way home, Punta Gorda.
You're going to have to really stretch for that one, Zach.
Grandma texted me, that stinks, Christian.
That's what she texted you? That stinks, Christian? Why would she text you that?
Grandma texted me that you lost your phone tomorrow because you spit out your medicine.
Why? She thinks it's funny or something.
Why would you spit out your medicine? Well, you know it tastes bad and you needed to take it.
That's cool, Chris. I'm glad I can be of good either entertainment or education at work.
You need to be nice to Grandma.
Here we go. Yes, yes, yes.
You need to take this medicine. Do not spit it out.
If she's not going to take it, I'll take
Yeah.
it so I don't get sick. Oh, the entertainment factor, yes. I could be an entertainer of some sorts. I hold myself back, to be honest. Yeah, Copal Thrynax is actually a really cool balm. It's one of my favorites. Righty eye. There's some cycads to the left here. You can see the outline of the leaves. I have a bunch actually growing their first leaf now. I'm excited. Zechariah, like in the Bible.
I love you too,
Favorite
baby.
gate.
If you're still wait when we get home, you can come. But you should be in bed.
That's close enough.
Okay,
Zach.
baby. Love you. Bye.
The seed video was. Oh, the different size seeds, you mean, James? Ow. I just ripped some of my chest hair out by accident. God. I think if I vlogged a day in the life, I think it might be pretty good entertainment of my life. What do you think?
What?
If I just did a vlog of edited it out like a day in my life, like my weird,
OCDs.
yeah. I have some pretty bad OCD when it comes to certain things. Oh, the deep roots, yeah. Oh. The last video with the seeds. Oh, you mean the one where I uploaded with the plants? Oh, the seeds are hanging out. I didn't do that. They chose to grow that way. The bigger the seed, the bigger the cotyledon usually. So like Borassus will have some that I'll show you guys some pretty creative. If I get a hold of some fresh Borassus seed, I'll show you guys how to germinate Borassus. Because it's one of the most weird palms to kind of germinate in a pot. Marcella odora. I don't know if it'll grow there. I wonder if I should get a salad at Wawa. My dad will get a palm named after me. It's very hard to get a palm named after you. First of all, there's probably not too many left. And second of all, there's a number of people online, like a lot of botanists. I had to discover it myself. It's okay. Well, we're gonna go to Wawa because Ashley definitely wants some Wawa, so. know. I gotta go. Really, the only place that there's still like some palms being discovered are Madagascar and Papua New Guinea, and I'm not going to Papua New Guinea. It's probably like number 2 or 3 most dangerous countries in the world. Let me see here. Craig in the UK. Oh wow. Variegation is a thing that's kind of like you either think it's really cool or you don't like it at all. I mean, I think it's kind of cool, but I guess I've kind of gotten jaded to it. I've seen almost variegated almost everything. I used to like it a lot. Now I kind of just find it like somewhat interesting, depending on the plant. I think that variegated bananas are much cooler looking. I think I should go with a salad at Wawa, or I think I should go with a pollo. Huh?
Wawa.
Why Wawa? This is not
Because
where
I
I want
hate
to turn.
pollo. Don't give them any business.
It's a valid point. We'll go to Wawa and we'll see what I do. Depends on. God, it's been so long since I've had pollo. It's been like a month. Does everyone really want to come home?
Of course. I'm getting rid of that now then.
Dan, there might be some interesting stuff there. I have to double check. I mean, mostly it's generally what you would find. I don't know if Pelagiodoxa grows in East Timor. I don't think it does. Mostly it's stuff like Onchosperma. Ooh, what is that? Somebody was trying to cross the road. Favorite for deep shade. Probably Joey's Johannes Tasmania Magnifica. One of my favorites. The silver.
Did you just do it again?
Yes, I did. I don't know. I don't see what you're talking about, Zach. Let's see. The Volunteeriana Tennesseensis. I see that. Or maybe we'll just do Wawa. That's gonna drive me nuts. I can't handle listening to a turn signal. What Swampsonii? A lot of the Latin is actually worth learning. Like, and there's some Greek in there too. Like calyx means flower, so, and carpa in Latin means like seed. So, like macrocarpa means large seed, and macrocalyx means large flower. Same with microcalyx, microcarpa. Dying here. Itching my head on the head visor right now. No, I like it. Why'd you? No. All right. All right, I can bring you guys in my pocket. It's hard for me to grab this phone because there's no case on it right now. If I go there and ask for chicken, they're like, "Oh, it'll be 40 minutes." But like, you won't even be open in 40 minutes. Why do you just lie to me? Are the creatures out tonight? Oh, Chicky doesn't learn how to. Come on, lady. Really? How dumb are you? You're right. No problem. Yeah, just get run over. Who is that? That is a creature right there. I'm dressed like a bum, just so you guys know. Alright. You bringing your purse in?
Mm-hmm.
I still got a name tag on it. This guy here counting his money. My mom did like the gift, yeah. Alright. Aeropalestyrus. Bowerai. Hold on, I got it. You need 2 hands to open this door. It's hard to hold this thing. Thank you.
See if it's anywhere.
We don't have it. What are we gonna do? All this food is such a. Alex got it. Sorry guys, it froze. And I had to use the bathroom, so I probably froze at the wrong time. I was gonna take you guys in the bathroom with me, so. Yeah, I wish I could control that somehow. Oh. So you can see this thing is. Sure it's on there well. So I decided I wanted pollo. Made it difficult. I couldn't eat. I think the salads were like just. I had a sandwich for lunch, so.
Let's see how this
Jesus, this car's got to calm down a little bit. It smells good. Is that good?
is. Okay.
It must smell a lot better than it is. Alright. I swear if they... I'm just gonna go around all of you guys. It's taking too long. Alright. There's still people getting food. Hopefully it stops beeping. I'll throw it in park so it does.
Let's try it.
Sure, I'll try it, bud. With pepperoni in there? That's pretty good. Oh yeah. I didn't want Wawa, so I'm getting pollo. Jesus. Yeah, I never had Wawa pizza before. I'm sure it's not as bad as it would sound. It's got something else that's spicy in there besides pepperoni, though. Yeah. Yes. Can I get a half grilled chicken with? Okay. All right. Can I just get the roast pork platter then?
Okay.
And can I get black beans and white rice and boiled yuca, please? And that'll be it.
A19.
Okay. Thank you.
Someone wrote something.
Hmm?
I said someone wrote something, I think.
Wrote something?
On your...
Oh. I know, they never do have chicken, I'm telling you. I'm so tired of them not having any. Throw this up so they can't hear me. They never have chicken. I don't know what kind of place. It's like McDonald's being like, we don't have hamburgers. Oh my god, alert. So guys were in the gas station at work. So, oh really? Wow. Told the guy, may I ask what you're looking at? He got embarrassed and left. But what was he looking at? And Dan, that's sorry to hear that the flooding is like brutal. I'm sure all that stuff's come pouring down from the mountains. I don't know why you're complaining. That thing actually tastes pretty good. I would have gotten that. What is it called?
Spicy Italian.
Do you think Emma's coming back?
No, my mom took her phone.
Good. Zach, you have to remember that sometimes I can't scroll, although now is one of those times. She got spicy Italian sourdough melt. You got spinach on it for some reason. What a weird thing to get on it.
I don't know. It came with it.
Oh, it came with it? Okay. Because everything else is kind of, it's like, it looked like it was ham, capicola, pepperoni, some kind of cheese. There's probably provolone.
Provolone, I think.
Yeah, that's about as spicy as she goes. Was it too spicy for you?
No.
She likes some spice.
I don't like the relish that's on it. The pepper relish.
Oh, you didn't like that Peruvian pepper relish? I like that stuff. It's good. That's what made that sandwich. Where you can sit there and eat Wonder Bread all day long if you want. You can have your patty melts of Wonder Bread and cheeseburgers. Are you gonna smoke at the top?
Yep.
She is going to. I'm gonna have to smell it. They're gonna get the nuclear sheets in a bit. She knows that she is.
What?
You're gonna get the nuclear shits in a little bit.
No.
Well, trust me, you're gonna be like, my tummy hurts. Oh no, you didn't.
I did.
Oh no. Well, this is gonna take 15 minutes anyway. Yeah, there's no ghost pepper for her. Although Alan, my sister's boyfriend's, he's won a wing eating contest for heat. He can eat the hottest food that you can serve at a Thai restaurant, and this doesn't even bother him.
You should have just ordered the chicken. We're gonna be here.
What do you mean? I should have just ordered the chicken. How did I know we're gonna be here 20 minutes?
Because they're probably waiting for the chicken instead of.
No, they would make them go out. They're not gonna.
Instead of serving everybody else, they're letting them sit there.
That is not happening. I swear to God, I wish I had the Ridgeline. This would be kind of tough too. They better not be waiting for chicken.
Are these empty?
Yeah, I'm not drinking out of them. Jesus, you can eat a Carolina Reaper straight up. They're probably just taking a while. There's nothing to really show here. I'll show you guys what's going on over here. She's got her hand out of the window, out of the sunroof. It's like what the one option you had to have is a sunroof and you never use it.
I used to use it all the time.
To do what? Smoke?
No, I never smoked in here until you.
Or was I a bad influence? Yeah, I should go back. I mean, the guy behind me can't even order. I'm like totally locked in here. I got 3 people behind me, 2 in front.
Okay. I don't want it on me.
Okay. Oh, I gotta plug this thing back in too. God, if I'd known I was gonna get stuck in this mess, we just got in the Wawa.
Emma used to love me having the sunroof open when she was younger.
Yeah.
Like blowing on her and stuff.
She fumed, yeah. Why don't you just get a convertible?
That wasn't a safe choice for a child.
A safe choice. Yeah, they have us trapped now. Oh my God. I swear someone is waiting at the front window for chicken, which they told me was 20 minutes. I'm not sitting in this car. I'm going to go up to the window and go get my food and then put this car in park. We're turning it off and we're walking home, or we're getting an Uber.
No, I'm not.
There's no way you're backing up a drive-through 20. Well, this person's outside. What are they doing? You see this?
Yeah, she's scaring me.
Oh. All right. It doesn't want to pan that way. Oh, it won't pan left and right. I would love to, but this car won't make it. In my truck, I could make it. I would bounce the curb. Trust me, this is ridiculous. I swear to God. She just thinks I get her at the wrong time.
What?
This is like unfair to anyone behind me. Hold on, I'm a little bit angry right now. Hey, Robbie Rockwell. Sounds kind of like an actor or a band. Okay. Oh, here now they got a massive order. Okay, that looks like they're ready to go. The customer service here sucks between 10 and 11 because they're all trying to close down. It makes me nervous to kind of like.
But you do it anyways.
Well, there are very few food options that are even relatively healthy. This is. Don't tell me they just honk their horn. Go inside if you want something. God, don't be so inconsiderate. Move that fat van's ass out of there. There. I mean, man, if someone told me to sit there and wait, I'd be like, no, there's 6 people behind me. Luckily, they weren't waiting for the chicken. Call this place call it Porco Tropical. Or El Jamon Tropical. It's like you just never know when the chicken's gonna be ready. Hey, at least they cook it to order, which is actually not a bad thing. It better not be Porno Tropical. Imagine if there was a porn called Porno Tropical. Outback is like a ghost town. I thought it closed at 11. Is that Outback?
Yeah.
No, that's Dunkin' Donuts.
No,
Outback's
over there.
Yeah. Like Outback is like I've never seen Outback not packed, which is of course an embarrassment to any Australian. I wouldn't even go there because I'd feel embarrassed. Hello.
819.
Can I get a couple of the garlic cilantro sauces? Thank you. All right, thank you. I saw her put them in. Trust me, I watched. I am going to check right now or I won't move this car. Yeah, they're in. Right over there. I swear, this is why I don't really go here anymore because they screw with you. I mean, the place is called the Tropical Chicken and the chicken's never ready. if you're gonna have chicken to order in a fast food place, you gotta have it like at least like 5 minutes away is okay. But this doesn't take that long. I mean, they just don't want to serve their customers after a certain time. And I've talked to the manager before because I've had issues with like not getting food, and she just like doesn't really care because I won't speak Spanish to her. So sorry, it's hard for me to scroll at the moment just because of the traffic and the driving. It's probably better off. Oh, school is on the opposite meaning of palm names. I don't know what that means. I'm trying to think about it though. Then again, I'm like really hungry. My mind is like on eating pollo. Still go there anyway. Should just stop complaining and this stuff. Multiple times I've gone to Pollo and they would not take my order because I wouldn't give it to them in Spanish. I mean, they didn't like refuse service, but they just avoided me. Okay, what is the meaning? Okay. The meaning of opsis means like looking like. So Kentiopsis is like looking like Kentia. So you think of Kentia, think of Howea forsteriana, looks like Howea is. There's Pritchardia, and there's like Pritchardiopsis, which is now a Cerebus, but it looks like a Pritchardia, but it's not. Kind of has the same meaning. It means like having an affinity to. Sort of like pseudo phoenix, where pseudo means fake, but you're not like denying that it's completely fake. Opsis is often there's Plectocomia, and there's Plectocomiopsis, and they look identical. I can't tell the differences in the flower. 1043 post. All right. Tennessee snake porn. Made a video of 2 chicken snakes. They were in the ceiling. So I gotta be careful. I didn't realize they were mating until I watched it. Okay. I wouldn't even know that they were mating. Yeah. Kentiopsis, yeah, there used to be, there's Plectocomiopsis, there was Pritchardiopsis, but now it's Cerebus genii in New Caledonia. There's Kentiopsis, which has 4 species. Plectocomiopsis has at least 3. I'm trying to think of the other opsis. There are some species that are opsis, but I can't think of them offhand right now. Macariophoenix. So, Phalaenopsis, yeah, there you go. Macariophoenix is a mixture of 2 words. One, Beccari, which was a famous palm botanist in the late 19th century, and Phoenix meaning, I don't even know what Phoenix means, but it's basically just saying like Beccari's a Phoenix. And all those species are relatively new. I want to say they're described in the 60s and 70s. They're not like from the 19th century. But Beccari is a very well-known, like I said, well-known botanist. You know, he has Pritchardia beccariana. Macariophoenix. I think there's like a Hydrocele beccariana. He has a lot of like. There's also Wendland. There's Hydrocele wendlandiana. A lot of them are named after people. Like the genus, the joey palm is Johannes Theismannia, and it's named after a guy named Johannes Theismann, or Johannes Theismann. But in Latin, you pronounce the Johannes. The J is pronounced the same because it's J is like a Y. Because there really isn't a J in Latin, so it's just kind of an I kind of takes the place of J. So that's why you won't see a lot of like J's for genus or species. I don't know what trachea means. It might mean that refer to the fact that the seed itself has that indentation like a kidney. The carpus is in the seed. Fortunii, I think that this comes from the name like fortune. It has like a luck. I mean, like a symbol of good fortune in East Asian culture. I'm not sure though. That could be completely wrong. It's just my best guess. Yeah, so like Chambronia macrocarpa, Carpoxylon macrospermum basically means big embryo. So if it has a big embryo, it tends to have a big fruit. I mean, it could be Carpoxylon macrocarpa, but it sounds a little bit weird, so they probably just, you can name it almost anything. A lot of times the first species in a genus will have the name like elegans, meaning it's elegant, like Licuala elegans or Tecosperma elegans. Yeah, that could be true, Zach. That's a good scientific name. I'm trying to think of any other names that kind of have a Daniel, you're a smart man for only using Facebook for family. I usually just talk to family and plan friends on Facebook, and then I have the business page. I don't really talk to any of my college or high school friends. I don't really know why. Just don't. Sometimes I'll try and be like, hey man, I'll be in town. They're like, oh cool, and then they just never do anything about it. They just forget. I remember one time I was driving home from Virginia Tech in Blacksburg to New York, and I was supposed to meet up with a high schooler. She went to the sister school, and she's like, yeah, you can stay in DC with me. And then I was like an hour outside of DC, and she's like, oh, I can't have anyone over tonight because I'm doing this. I'm like, you do realize I have no other choice but to either get a hotel or drive back to, drive 6 hours home. I'm like, all right, I guess I'm just driving back to back home. Wasn't expecting that. Facebook is kind of dead. It's good for certain things, but it's mostly just a bunch of ad campaigns for one thing or another. But on that note, we are back home. I have hot food and an empty belly. So I'm going to say goodbye to you guys. Oh yeah, the Pompeii tour. I'll try and do that, especially with my new little vlog setup. So that sounds good. All right, guys, have a good day or evening, depending on where you are. Zach, Daniel, James. I think it's only 3 people that are on right now. So, and Robbie, if you're still here, thanks for watching. And I'll see you guys next time. See you, James. Excuse me, Zach. See ya. And Daniel.